In the 1940s, after World War II had just ended, U.S. military ships headed back to Guam. But among all the cargo, supplies, and tired soldiers, there was an uninvited passenger who would change the island forever. A brown tree snake, most likely a female. You're probably thinking, how bad could one snake be? What if I told you that this single stowaway would lead to multiple species going extinct, island-wide blackouts, spreading on people's toilets, and millions of dollars in damage? So how could one snake species manage to pull off the most devastating rampage in ecological history? Before we go further, why not hit that like button? Hit it now and stick around because the story gets wild. What's the longest you think a snake can go without eating? Drop your guess in the comments because the answer coming up later might shock you. Our unwanted snake, a highly skilled predator, was about to find itself in an all-you-can-eat buffet called Guam. Our snake's hometown is Papua New Guinea, but it was lucky enough to land in an all-you-can-eat paradise where none of the local animals had any idea what a snake was. Let me paint you a picture of what happened next. Birds were gone, local lizards vanished, and people's pet cats mysteriously disappeared. Then these snakes started showing up everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere in the houses, compounds, and even toilets. But it gets even worse. These sneaky serpents had a peculiar hobby, climbing electric poles. These blackouts weren't just occasional inconveniences. We're talking about outages lasting up to 4 days, costing over $1 million annually. These snakes were literally sending Guam back to the Dark Ages. But how did they manage to survive on the ships that must have traveled for months before arriving in Guam? These slithery survivalists can go months without eating. Some of you are typing now in the comments, no way, that's impossible. But I kid you not. And this superpower is precisely what made them such successful invaders. In such a condition, how would you deal with thousands of sneaky snakes taking over an entire island? In 2012, they started by helicopters flying over the jungle, dropping mice attached to cardboard streamers. And these weren't just any mice. They were equipped with acetaminophen, which is basically Tylenol. It turns out that what helps your headache can stop a snake. While some people were playing aerial mouse bombardment, others brought in snake-detecting dogs, snake traps, and snake fences. But will all these efforts work? Will Guam ever be snake-free again? The truth is, well, it's complicated. But do you know that's not the only time an invasive species turned a whole nation upside down? Let's talk about the time Australia imported an army of toxic toads and immediately regretted it. This might be the most expensive mistake in Australian history, as toxic toads poisoned the entire continent. These toads have been giving Australians nightmares for decades. But wait, I can hear some of you asking, why would anyone willingly bring these toxic troublemakers to Australia? Well, hit that like button and let me take you back to a time when Australia's sugarcane farmers were desperate. The story began in 1935 when cane toads were introduced to Australia. They were brought in from Hawaii to control a pest, the cane beetle, that was damaging sugarcane crops in Queensland. This was meant to be a straightforward solution to an agricultural issue. However, there was an unexpected turn of events. The cane toads did not help in controlling the beetle population. Instead, they thrived in Australia's environment, rapidly multiplying. Within just 2 months, their numbers surged into the millions. Cane toads have since become an environmental disaster. The reason? They are highly toxic. Cane toads produce a powerful toxin known as bufatoxin, which is lethal to most animals that attempt to eat them. Snakes, dingoes, and even certain bird species have suffered greatly due to the presence of cane toads. Furthermore, these toads not only pose a danger to animals that consume them, but also outcompete native species for food and habitats, disrupting the entire food chain. Controlling cane toads was too difficult as they were prolific breeders. A single female can lay up to 30,000 eggs at once. Additionally, their toxins also make them unappealing to most predators, giving them a significant advantage over native species that cannot compete. Despite these challenges, there are ongoing efforts to control the spread of cane toads. Community groups often participate in toad-busting events, where volunteers collect and remove as many toads as possible. Scientists are also researching biological control methods. However, no solution has been completely effective yet. So, What do you do when toxic toads invade your continent? Trust me, Australia has probably already attempted every solution you can imagine. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you soon with a new episode.